Hello viewers, this is Ranjana ma'am and you are watching Yes. It's your as well as my channel. And as I said, this is the second video of reported writing, directed writing, whatever it is. I told you it is a difficult one. My last video was about article writing, and in this one I will help you, give you a clear concept of how to write a speech. So yes, what is a speech? Speech is also a type of essay only. You can say it is an opinion based essay, but here it is in the form of a speech. There is a speaker who writes the speech with an I. That means if you are giving this speech, you will use I, pronoun I here, and you will express your personal opinion in a speech. So you are asked to, it happens many times, you are asked to give a speech in the morning assembly on a particular topic. So speech writing. But before we begin, yes, you know how my videos proceed. So before you begin, I always remind you I have crossed 78,000 and I need my 100K. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done up till now, and don't forget to press the like button at the end of the video. So what are we waiting for? Let's start. Yes, welcome back. So speech writing. So I told you a little while ago in the beginning of this video that speech is actually an opinion based essay. It is also a type of essay. The beginning is different from that of an essay, and so is the end. But in the middle, like you proceed in an essay with an introduction, body, conclusion, same here, same in article writing also. So how will you start? So in a speech, there is a speaker. So the speaker is required to express his or her personal opinion, and the speaker will use the personal pronoun I while giving the speech. Yes, it is your opinion. And as I just said a few minutes earlier, you have had an experience of speech. Many of you must have given speech in your assemblies, morning assembly. We have done it hundreds of times. Hundreds is a exaggeration, hyperbole. But yes, many times. Speech competitions, we have won them. I'm not proud, I'm just saying, it's stating a matter of fact. So speech is nothing difficult. You must be wondering what is speech. You all have been writing essays. It is also like that, where you are free to express your personal opinion, but you will begin. The beginning is different and the end is different. But how will you prepare your speech? Point number 1. Collect all the relevant information available on this topic. Then only you can impress your audience. In order to impress your audience, you need to be very strong. You need to have a strong, I don't mean physically, strong in the sense of strong with points, armed with points. You have to be strong. And then you will write exactly what you want to convey to your audience. Don't beat about the bush. Be straight to the point. So that the readers, so that your audience, here it is not readers, they are your audience. When you are giving a speech, you are addressing an audience, so that they don't get confused. They feel, oh, what is this person talking? We can't we can't understand a little also. So you will say exactly what you want to say to your audience. And then the third, yes, this is the most important one. You have to address your audience. So how will you do it? Like you do in your assemblies, respected principal sir, respected principal ma'am, teachers, and my dear friends or dear friends. It is similar to that of a debate also. When we speak in a debate also, there we use worthy opponents, because opponents are also your audience who are representing the other side. So here is the similarity in the address. There is a similarity between a debate and a speech. But speech doesn't have two sides. I mean, you don't have an opponent. So only that part is not here. So respected principal sir, if she is a ma'am, respected principal ma'am, teachers, and my dear friends, they are your audience. This is if it is in a school assembly. If you are told, if the topic which is given to you is deals with a morning assembly in school, then you will write this. Suppose you are to give this speech somewhere else, not in a school, so this address will change according to the situation. Suppose you are addressing a meeting in a sports gathering or somewhere, then it will be different. So the address depends. If the principal sir or ma'am is not present there, you won't write that. Okay, and then you will have to make clear to your audience right in the beginning what you intend to speak. As I just said a little earlier. So this is in the beginning only. You just strike the road. You just hit the nail, the bullseye right in the beginning of your speech, so as to get your audience interested. Oh, this person is going to speak on this topic, and make your introduction as interesting as possible. No one wants to listen to a boring speech, do you? No. Personally, even I don't. And that is why I try to give examples to make my videos interesting. I don't say it is interesting. I don't know. That is up to you to judge. But I always try to make them interesting, because if it is boring, you all won't watch it. Same for your speech. If your speech is boring, no one will be there to listen to you. Or if they listen also, they'll yawn. What is she talking? How long have we to stay here? So right in the introduction only, from there, start with something interesting. And then after this, you will elaborate, go in details by proving with examples. As I said, proving with examples. Examples are very important in order to make your speech interesting. If you can find relevant examples, of course, see that they are related to your speech. If not, then go for the ideas only that your speech requires. But as I said, examples can make your speech very lively. Many times you have seen me when teaching, if I find something similar which has happened in my life, I keep on saying that. Some of them like it, some of them say, oh, ma'am is talking about her own personal opinion, personal experiences. No, you all may not like it, but some of them, they feel that it makes the class interesting. Same here, the speech should be interesting. So examples help in making your speech more lively, as if it helps in interacting with your audience. If they have had similar experiences, the examples are similar, then they might, yes, be all ears, attentive. And then third one, as I said, just like in article writing, the conclusion, or in an essay, the conclusion is also a very important part. So none of them are unimportant actually. But when you sum up, see, many times what happens, honestly, I have heard, I'm not sure, that the beginning and the end part is given more importance by the examiners also. I don't know how much truth is there in it. But we try to make our beginning, when I used to sit for my exams, I saw it that my ending and my beginning was better, very good. I always tried. So same for you, keep this in mind. Everything is well that ends well. So your conclusion should be very apt. So Yes, end with a very nice affirmative statement, having a very nice affirmative statement. And the last point, what? Just don't end there with an affirmative statement, because remember, this is a speech. And in a speech, just like you have a beginning where you address your audience, in the end, you should take leave of them. Yeah, those of you who have read Tempest, yeah, all of you have read Tempest. You are my ISC students. So don't you find the prologue and epilogue? So in Tempest, there is no prologue, but there is an epilogue where, as if Prospero is requesting leave of his audience. So in a speech writing also, you need to take leave of your audience. So, and in a very polite manner, thank them for being so patient and listening to your speech. So in the beginning, you address them and ask them. When I used to give my speeches in inter-school or inter-college debates, so this was my favorite line, and I got identified with that line. So respected madam or respected chairman, sir, whatever, and then lend me your ears. Whenever I used to begin, so later I became identified with this phrase, lend me your ears. Actually, this lend me your ears is from a very famous speech of Mark Antony at the funeral of Julius Caesar in the drama Julius Caesar, written by William Shakespeare, where Mark Antony addresses the common people at Caesar's funeral and says, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. So by lend me your ears, what does he mean? That please be attentive. Listen to me, lend me your ears, because it is through ears we hear. So you can write this line also. It makes an impression. The moment you say lend me your ears, everyone gets all ears. They become attentive, because this is different. I told you, I had my personal experience. And in the end, you can end with, you can say that thanks for being a patient listener, and yes, cooperating with me, helping me to proceed with my speech. So you can end. Always show your gratitude, your thankfulness to your audience for bearing you. Jokes apart, they are not bearing. If it is a nice speech, they will themselves listen with all eagerness. So these are the things you need to harp on when you write your speech, okay, and make it interesting, as I said. So yes, this is for today. In the next one, I will come up with either a book or a film review, or I can come up with a newspaper report. So wait for it. That will be my third one of this series. This is the second one. The first one was article writing. So bye for the time being.